Hello people, hope you're all doing great and welcome back to another exciting video from MotorHub. So in today's video we will be taking a look at the all new Citroen EC3 electric. It is the first electric car from Citroen and it is based on the C3 platform. So basically this is just the electric version of the Citroen C3. It is available in 4 monotone and 9 dual tone colors. The one we are currently looking at is the Zesty Orange with the Polar White roof, and it also gets 3 customization packs and 2 interior trims to choose from. In terms of dimensions, it is 3.98 meters in length, 1.73 meters in width, 1.6 meters in height, and the wheelbase happens to be 2.5 meters. In terms of safety, the Citroen EC3 electric gets 2 airbags for the driver and the passenger, ABS with electronic brake distribution, reverse parking sensors, seatbelt reminder, high-speed alert, and speed sensing auto door lock. The 2 variants on offer are EC3 Live and EC3 Feel. The Live retails at an ex-showroom price of 11.5 lakhs. And the top variant, which is the one we are currently looking at, the Feel variant, retails at an ex-showroom price of 12.43 lakhs. Coming to warranty, Citroen offers 7 years or 1,40,000 kilometers on the battery pack, and similarly 5 years or 1 lakh kilometers on the motor, and 3 years or 1,25,000 kilometers of vehicle warranty. The battery pack is placed below the floorboard, and as you can see, it offers protection as well so that it doesn't scrape over while going over the speed breakers or something. And also the ground clearance has come down by 10 millimeters compared to the regular C3. So the C3's ground clearance is around 180 millimeters, and this particular electric variant's ground clearance is now 170 millimeters. As you guys can see, it is the same C3 on the exterior, no difference at all. The same LED shaped boomerang DRL and halogen headlamps as well. LED would have been a nice touch, at least for the electric variant. And the lower half of the bumper is finished in black, and it gets this white insert around the fog lamp. And the Citroen grille runs between the 2 headlamps. And straight ahead, let's check out the engine bay, or probably the electric motor bay. So this is how it looks. It is quite spacious, I would say. So this electric motor produces a peak power of 57 PS and a maximum torque of 143 Newton meters, and it is paired to a single speed automatic transmission, and it is claimed to deliver a range of 320 kilometers. And the ABS module is placed right there, and there is plenty of space still left in the engine bay. Although being an electric, it still gets insulation on the hood, which is a nice touch. It helps in further reducing the noise from entering into the cabin. And moving to the side, it gets this black cladding which runs all around the car. You get steel wheels with wheel caps, and the tire size happens to be 195 by 65 R15, and it is wrapped in Seat rubber. The charging port is placed on the right side of the car in the front over here, and the standard portable charger that comes with the vehicle takes around 10.5 hours to charge it fully, and the DC fast charger takes around 57 minutes to charge it from 10 to 80%, and it uses the standard CC2 type connector. The ORVM is finished in dual tone, and this is how the vehicle looks from the side. And on the top you get black color roof rails along with an antenna in the front, and the roof is finished in white color. And this is how the Citroen EC3 looks from the rear, which is quite similar to the C3. Citroen logo right there, halogen tail lamps, and on the lower half of the bumper you get reflectors on either sides, and these are the reverse parking sensors. You also get a high mount stop lamp. It gets an electromagnetic boot release, and the boot carrying capacity happens to be 315 liters, and you also get a parcel tray over here and a hook to hang your bags on either sides of the boot. You also get a warning triangle, and the spare wheel is placed under here, and the tire size happens to be 185 by 65 R15, and it is a steel wheel, of course. Now let's get into the back seat of the Citroen EC3 electric. It gets a 1 liter bottle holder on the back door, And the seat, I would say, is quite wide enough to accommodate 3 adults, but it is lower by a few inches compared to the regular C3 because of the placement of the battery pack probably. No adjustable headrests. You get seat belts for all the 3 passengers. Adequate amount of knee room and leg rooms. The front seat is pushed all the way behind right now, and under thigh support is good. Headroom is definitely not an issue for a passenger as tall as me. And you get charging ports over here. These are fast chargers to charge your mobile phones on the go. Bottle holder right there, and these are the switches for the electric power windows for the rear. And now let's move to the driver's seat. The front door pockets can also accommodate 1 liter water bottles, and it is finished in dual tone as you can see. Driver's seat gets manual height and recline adjustment. You get a proper dead pedal right there, and these are the levers for opening the hood and the charging port of the vehicle. And over here you have the switches for your fog lamp, and this is for the window lock, and below it is the headlight leveler. This is how the steering wheel looks. It gets a 3-spoke steering wheel, and you get audio controls on the right. And coming to the instrument cluster, it is a fully digital unit with telltale signs here and there. It shows you the gear position, range, battery percentage, battery level, odometer, trip meters, and the charge percentage. And this is the illumination level, and this is the range, and that is about it. It is very basic. Coming to the infotainment system, it is a 10.2-inch touchscreen unit, and it gets wireless Android Auto, wireless Apple CarPlay, and Bluetooth connectivity. It is paired to 4 speakers, and it is quite an fluid screen to use. It gets navigation as well, but you need to connect your phone for that. And coming to the audio quality, it is quite decent, I would say, considering the price point of the vehicle. You can also turn off the screen at night to prevent it from distracting you by touching over here, and the screen just goes blank like this. In order to turn it on, you just need to tap on it again. And just below the infotainment system, you get mirror AC vents. It gets a manual air conditioner, and the controls feel quite sturdy. I don't know whether the car is on or not now. Okay, yeah, I've just turned it on. You also get a USB charging port in the front. This is the hazard light switch, and this is the 12-volt power outlet. There is plenty of space on offer, and twin cup hold or bottle holders as well. And this is the drive mode selector. It also gets eco mode, and the drive mode changes as you switch between the modes like drive, neutral, and reverse. And it also shows you over here in which drive mode the vehicle is in. Manual parking brake, and the front seats are quite comfortable to be in. You also get a housing for your tweeters. The interiors are made up of hard plastics. And coming to the glove box, it is quite big for a car of this size. No auto dimming inside rear view mirror. This is the cabin light, and you get microphones. Passenger side visor gets a mirror. No mirror on the driver side visor. Manually adjustable outside rear view mirrors, and this is how the key of the Citroen EC3 looks. And as soon as you turn on the ignition, this is how the instrument cluster lights up. So this is the portable charger that comes with the vehicle. You just need to plug it in into a 15 amp socket installed at your home. So it takes 1.5 hours to charge it completely, so you can just charge it overnight. Now let's get driving and check out how the EC3 electric performs on the road. Initially the steering wheel is quite light, and it weighs up brilliantly as soon as it picks up some pace. The ride quality is just as splendid as the regular C3. It absorbs the bumps and patches quite well. As soon as you step onto the accelerator, the power delivery is very smooth. Of course, it doesn't pull that strong, but definitely gets you going. The top speed is actually limited to 107 km per hour, which makes highway driving quite cumbersome. However, in the city it is quite comfortable with adequate performance and range. So the claimed range of this car is 320 km, but you can expect somewhere between 220 to 230 km from its 29.2 kWh battery pack, which is larger than its competitors, although it lacks in the horsepower front with a meager 57 PS. There is a slight amount of body roll in corners, but nothing to complain about. It has a good ride balance, and the soft suspension setup will help in gliding over the potholes with ease. Considering the price point of this vehicle, I would say it is quite worth the money for a city driver. The brakes are also really good, and the weight distribution is evenly spread across the wheelbase of the car. So using the regular portable charger, it takes around 10.5 hours from a 15 amp socket to charge the car fully. But if you get hold of a DC fast charger, it takes around an hour to charge from 10 to 80%. And also the high speed stability is quite good on this car. It doesn't feel underconfident at any given time. But in my personal opinion, the top speed could have been a bit more, so that it would have been nice for highway drives as well. And it also gets eco mode, so you can just boost your range of the car using that mode, but of course there will be a compromise in the performance. The ride quality is just great. It just glides over the speed breakers. So I just wanted to test how the car performs on an incline, so I just found the perfect road for it. And as soon as I step onto the accelerator, it pulls quite briskly even on an incline. Yeah, and also the power delivery is smooth. There is no effort whatsoever, and it is pulling very nicely even on an incline. And the body roll is also very well contained. So guys, this is my review on the all new Citroen EC3 electric. If you guys like this video, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to MotorHub. See you guys in the next video. Bye bye.